all you creators out there. I'm John.
And I'm Belle.
And together we're Josh and Belle Create.
We're gonna review
Marvel, MCU, Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Disney
Plus shows, so not the ones before.
So starting from WandaVision to She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any that comes after She-Hulk, well, they haven't come out yet while we're making this video.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't, disclaimer, we haven't finished She-Hulk because it's not finished yet, but
we'll talk
we already
about
have an opinion on it.
We'll talk about it later. We'll start with WandaVision.
Alright, WandaVision.
It was a good show. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Vision.
Vision, that's weird because Vision isn't even he's not actually there.
Yeah, but I mean, in my mind,
but he
it's
was
still
like,
Vision.
he was like conscious though. He had his own thoughts, kinda, because it was weird for me because like he's not actually there. He's dead, and Wanda just made him up. But at the same time, he like feels that something's wrong. He felt that something went wrong. Yeah. He had his own thoughts, his own like conscience. You know?
Part of what disappointed me was that he did feel that something was off. I don't know, it looked like they were building up to something, but it didn't really. It just didn't really happen.
Agatha's
Who's
getting
your
her.
favorite character?
Okay. My favorite character was Wanda. She's not just like crazy, you know? I mean, she is kinda. To brainwash all that, to mind control the whole town. Not her best moment, but she wasn't even aware that she did that.
She obviously knew she was brainwashing them.
Not the entire time.
She thought like everyone was just okay with being there forever and just acting
that
like
part.
Like,
But like in the beginning, she wasn't like that. Like she didn't even know that she was controlling them.
and then once she knew, she was okay with it. She even like confronted.
That's not okay. Controlling all that those people. I feel like it's harder for her when she had her children. Like seeing them, it was one of the better shows.
It was good, but I felt like it had a lot of missed opportunities. Like the first 3 is different than the middle 3, which is different than the last 3. I don't know. To me personally, I felt like it was all over the place sometimes. But it had a lot of good moments, you know. I feel like a lot more could be done with the concept. It was okay though. It kind of reminded me of the Truman Show.
On to the next one. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I like this one.
Again, it felt like a lot of missed opportunities. Or is that just me?
Maybe. I liked most of it. I liked some of the scenes, especially like when that whole like training montage. Like, Falcon was like training with the shield and just training, you know. Yeah. And the parts with what's his name? Walker.
Yeah, John Walker.
John Walker.
I thought that they were building him up to be like the main villain. But then he was like a hero again at the end or something. You know,
he tried to be Captain America. He tried to live to that name, but
he failed.
He failed.
My favorite part of
the
whole show.
My mouth was gaping. I'm like, I could feel it. I could feel when John Walker had his shield or Captain America's shield and just like smashed the chest of the guy, and you could hear the sound. You could hear,
Favorite character?
oh, my favorite character.
My favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been through a lot of trauma.
Yeah, but the thing is, they mostly show like his character during the first few episodes, but then after that, he's just like Falcon's sidekick.
Yeah,
He's
you
kind
know.
of just there.
I also like Falcon. Not my favorite, but you know.
There was this whole subplot where the crew's trying to get like a loan for a boat. I have no idea why it was there. There was like a lot of like politics.
Yeah, there are a lot of politics. I don't get
Didn't
that.
really
too
care for
much,
that.
yeah.
But besides that, it wasn't bad. Also, the villain. I didn't like the villain, Carly.
Oh. At first, I was like trying to find something good about her. I'm like, you know what? She's doing this for the other people, and
I didn't see any redeeming qualities. They
Yeah.
didn't really make her out to be likable. She was like murdering people and not even like caring about their
Yeah.
lives. And then when she died, all of a sudden, sad music starts playing, which doesn't make any sense. John Walker steals the show as a villain,
oh yeah.
so you think he'd be like the main villain,
Yeah.
but no.
It's covered. But overall, I like the show. Now
Loki.
let's move on to Loki. I love Loki.
I don't know if it was just me, but I was bored for most of it.
That's just you.
A lot of shows and movies now in Marvel have like time travel and the multiverse, and they all explain it differently. And each explanation might work on their own, but then when you think of every explanation, it kind of gets confusing. Because you're not sure what the rules are anymore. At least that's how I feel. They explained
They
the
explain.
TVA in the last episode,
Yeah. Gosh.
which, in my opinion, saved the show. But at the same time, and I'm gonna say this about a lot of the shows, I felt like it needed more episodes.
Yeah.
It didn't spend enough time within like a given
Oh.
set of rules. It didn't give enough time to like explore the world and how the TVA works before.
Did it
It
have 6
explains-
episodes?
Yeah,
It's so short.
and it also didn't give enough time to like really get to know the characters and get to like see the characters develop.
You know what I feel like?
What?
Most of the shows, let's say like 5 of the episodes are just like a lot of just build up, or like you know, we're getting there, and then the last episode is just one big drop. It's like the last episode is the climax and the falling action and the conclusion,
Yeah.
and then a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the last episode, sometimes it's the second to last, sometimes it's
Uh-huh.
the first. Like, a lot. It's weird because they give us like a lot of filler or a lot of build up when they don't have like that many episodes. Loki specifically has a whole episode. They're like stuck on a planet and they're trying to get to this rocket
Yeah.
to go back, but
Yeah.
at the end, like the rocket explodes.
Yeah.
And then in the next episode, they're like saved by the TVA like instantly. I guess the one redeeming factor of that episode is like to get to know the character of Sylvie.
There's a lot of weird things too, like all the Lokis. Like in Multiverse of Madness, like Doctor Strange's versions, all of them look
Look
like
like
him. Same with Wanda. And then And then Loki's like a girl and a crocodile.
One of them did look like him,
Yeah.
but some of them didn't, because it explains like the multiverse as like having to do with time. You change time and you're a variant, and that creates another universe. But if that was the case, then all of them should look like Loki. There should be a girl version or a kid version or a crocodile version. They should all look like him.
Yeah.
But there's like a bunch of different versions, which would only mean universes that exist outside of time. But they never explain that. If they had explained that in the TVA, then okay. It doesn't matter if the TVA is like a cover-up for that or not, because the characters themselves should be questioned. And yet none of the characters even question, with the explanation that's given in the TVA. And that's my biggest gripe with the show. You have the audience questioning things that the characters never themselves question. And it drives me insane.
So
Hawkeye. I liked this one.
I actually liked that one. It was like different.
It's more grounded, which I usually prefer the grounded superheroes, to be honest.
And I like the whole thing where he's like trying to do all this to be there for Christmas, you know. There's just a lot of stuff getting in the way, which was sad for his kids, but you know, he retires. I like Kate Bishop. She was a total. She was like, cause she's like one of the best archers. She would go to like nationals and stuff. She would be really good archer. And, you know, it's really nice to see like this, like her idol was Hawkeye. You know, it's not anyone else. It's like Hawkeye.
I like stories like that where it's like a mentor passing the torch. You know?
Yeah. The thing was, Hawkeye kept pushing her away, but she was so persistent that she would like literally disobey Hawkeye just to do something, just to be there, because she wanted to do something. She just didn't want to like have all this information and not do anything. You know? She knew that something was like fishy or something was up with like her stepdad, you know, she had her mom, but like Hawkeye would tell her to just stay put, just continue her normal life, but she didn't want to. And I think it's like, you know, knowing all this information and not being able to help makes her want to do something. Even though she's not really sure what it is, she wants to do something. Yeah.
And I really like the action in the show, especially in episode 3.
We talked about WandaVision. We talked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Loki, and Hawkeye. And the other 3 we'll talk about in
part 2. So if you want to hear about Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk.
And if you want to hear our thoughts about all of the shows overall and ranked,
just like this video and subscribe to our channel and
hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned for the next video.
And remember, the possibilities
are endless.